His Majesty the King has approved the 35-member cabinet proposed by the new Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra. The new cabinet lineup was published in the Royal Gazette on Wednesday. Deputy Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayachai has also taken on the defense portfolio and was replaced as Minister of Commerce by Pattaya Naripthathan, an advisor to the Pheu Thai Party and a former energy minister. The Pheu Thai Party, at the core of the coalition, holds 17 positions within the cabinet, including ministers and deputy ministers, while the remaining 19 portfolios are distributed among its coalition partners. The new ministers are expected to be sworn in at the Amporn Sahan residence at 5 p.m. on Friday, and the Prime Minister is set to present her government's policy statement to Parliament on September 16. A 28-year-old worker was installing a pipe in a hole when he was buried under a pile of mud. A Cambodian worker was rescued after being buried by a landslide while installing a drainage pipe in a driveway in Pattaya on Wednesday morning, according to police and rescuers. Rescuers from the Sawang Boribun Thammasathan Foundation rushed to the scene and took an hour to extract the worker from the pile of mud inside a large hole dug on Soiwa Bunsamphan in Nong Plu Subdistrict, Bang Lamung District, Chonburi Province. The worker was identified only by his first name, Jean, age 28. Puncharat Pasat Supakot, 55, the construction site foreman, explained that his workers were laying underground drainage pipes in a hole about 5.5 meters deep when the accident occurred. He stated that the landslide apparently happened because the heavy rains of recent days had saturated the soil with water, causing a collapse in the hole. Other workers said Jean had been in the hole for about 10 minutes to install the pipe when he was buried under the pile of mud. Puncharat specified that the incident happened so quickly that Jean did not have time to take shelter inside the pipe and was completely buried by the earth. The other workers hurried to clear the mud around his face so he could breathe before rescuers arrived. He was rushed to the nearest hospital. Phuket, a young Russian man was found dead with severe injuries in a ditch at Karon Beach, and police believe he was killed elsewhere before his body was dumped there. He was wearing only shorts and was lying on his back in the ditch near the Naga statue along the road in front of Karon Beach, said Police Captain Farawat Yadtar, an investigation officer at Karon Police Station, in Muang District. The discovery of his body was reported to the police around 1 p.m. on Tuesday. The deceased had multiple injuries, including wounds near his eyes, severe bruising around his left ear, and deep cuts on both arms. It appears he was struck with a blunt object. Doctors estimate he had been dead for at least 8 hours before his body was discovered. A travel bag containing a passport, other documents, and a MacBook laptop was found near the body. Police identified him only as Ilya and stated he was of Russian nationality. He arrived in Phuket on January 24 of this year, entering Thailand with his wife under the 90-day visa-free stay policy. His visa expired on July 22, and he extended it by traveling to Malaysia and returning via Satin. Investigators indicated that he seemed to have been killed elsewhere before his body was dumped in the ditch. They were reviewing security camera footage in the area for clues. The body was sent for an autopsy to determine the exact cause of death. Media reports stated that the murdered man was 27 years old. Forensic police were still searching for evidence at the scene on Wednesday. The Russian consulate in Phuket has been informed.